Shout out to my nigga Future, man. Future, still a hard on thoughts champion, even though sometimes he slipped. But we all have. Definitely me too. Anyway, I will say this. We gotta get into this shit, man. And I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna play because I actually sequenced all the videos together, the relevant ones. We're gonna watch this Dababy and Danileigh shit together, okay? This shit is fucking comedy. Let me see. It's about like 5 minutes, okay? So I'll watch it, I'll pause it. We're just gonna react, okay?
In my motherfucking hand. What a fucking coward. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Yeah, I'm fucking live. He got the fucking phone in his hand. Look at that shit.
There you go.
Yeah, there I go.
Hey.
Do my thing. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, by the way, if you want the video uninterrupted, it's on my channel, these Akademiks. So don't be saying, I played the whole video. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Anyway, I'm gonna give a lot of commentary. I like this imagery right here. I'm gonna tell you why. You see what Hollywood is promoting these days? Is promoting the fact that everybody's in relationships, everybody's having babies on babies on babies, and we don't see this shit. When all these motherfuckers is having kids, you gotta deal with another life that you brought into the world. You gotta deal with another baby mama. It's almost become a trend now for all these this is what trips me out. And hey, listen, I have sympathy for Danileigh, but I'm just trying to call a spade, and I'm not sticking up for the baby because I think he's wrong too. There used to be a time in the music business where it was almost goddamn criminal if a female singer was to have a baby. These days, it's marketing and promo. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not saying this is why everybody's having it, but what used to be taboo is now celebrated. By the way, I think one of the people who kicked it off and was brave enough to kick it off was Cardi B. To be at that time of your career, to have a kid before, I'm telling you, the label will get you plan B. This is how labels, they're devious. They don't want their star R&B singer, female rapper to be getting fucking pregnant. They think it's pregnancy and stoppage of work. You can't perform, you can't record, you are probably gonna need some time for, we're going to call it maternity leave, but you're not going to want to be away from your baby. It's going to prevent a lot of shit. After Cardi B did it, we've seen a shit ton of artists. They're all getting pregnant. They're all getting pregnant now. Summer Walker got pregnant. Didn't Young Miami get pregnant? JT didn't get pregnant yet. Who else? Who else got pregnant? Danileigh. Clearly, we were watching her. It's just a new thing. Everybody's getting pregnant in almost the prime of their career. Now, Danileigh, no disrespect to her, she ain't that lit, but she's on the come up. So for her to get pregnant at that time in her career, if we're thinking about how the old industry used to think, it would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? Now, a lot of this shit's glamorized. It's glamorized because, especially, again, Cardi B kicked open the door. Cardi B, literally, her and Offset got married. And they did go through there, whatever. But, it became part of the story. And people watched it and say, oh, shit, you don't have to wait till, like, you're fucking 40 to have a kid. You could have a kid, like, at the prime of your career. This is kind of cool. And people kind of watched that and whatever. But what we're watching now, and by the way, not to absolve Cardi at all, because she's going through her whole mess with Offset as well. We see Summer Walker, who had a kid with London on the track. She made a whole fucking album talking about how unhappy she was. Now we're watching this with Danileigh, where, again, it was all cool. And by the way, like, the point I'm trying to make, because, sometimes I'm long-winded, all of these... let me be respectful. All these women, they wouldn't just have a kid randomly with a nigga they met for 6 months if that nigga wasn't famous. Let's be very clear. You think none of these chicks have ever dealt with a nigga outside the industry for more than 6 months or a year? But they're all looking at, like, maybe the upside of it, like, yo, this nigga is also on, she's with Dababy. You think Danileigh never had a boyfriend? Just think about it. All of these people, they're having relationships with other celebrities. That's the thing. So again, I'm trying to be respectful, but we got to acknowledge what's going on. They've all had niggas before, but they meet somebody. It's now, we're in the era of shade room clout relationships where everybody's looking like, oh my God, look how Moneybagg Yo is more lit because he's with Ari. They don't got a kid though, but nobody's going to say that. Everybody wants to be in these like online public relationships with other people. You know what I mean? And people seeing it with Cardi B, they want to have kids or whatever. I like that this is being shown not because it's happening, because that's I can't control it happening, but we're seeing the 360 view. It's like glamorizing some shit without acknowledging it. When you decide to get with a nigga like Dababy, who literally has other baby mothers, when you decide to get with Offset, who literally got multiple other baby mamas, you decide to get with a Future, who got mad baby mamas, you decide to get with a Young Boy, who got hella baby mamas. Just because, and by the way, I don't want to put it as a sole reason, but most of the reason y'all are getting pregnant by these things because they're lit rappers. That's the facts. This is what's going to be your reality. You're not coming into happy home. You're seeing Danileigh feed a 3-month-old kid, calling the guy who impregnated her all type of words, and the guy who impregnated her is filming her saying, this shit crazy. You know what that says to you? Both of these motherfuckers didn't know each other. They just had a kid to have a kid. That's the part that's missing. This is a clout baby. Nobody's gonna admit it. That's a clout baby. They're finding out about each other after the baby's born. Now they really, listen, celebrity is so, celebrityhood is so like glamorized. Think about it. When you see these motherfuckers go live, they always got their chains on. You think niggas is wearing chains for all, like the whole time they're existing on earth? No, motherfucker. You're not seeing a chick in a wife beater look like either she was about to breastfeed or like the kid want to breastfeed. That's real. But you don't see that a lot because they give you all glamorized shit. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that most of these relationships that you see people buy into, they're fake. They're either fake or I've seen nothing wrong with playing the publicity game. Something wrong when you start making permanent decisions because of that. It's a clout baby. There's a couple clout babies running around here. No disrespect to the women, but I'm a little surprised. So Summer Walker, you didn't think London on the Track? You thought London on the Track was not who you now think he is. When you knew he had other baby mamas before you, why did you think you were special? Danileigh. His previous baby mama was literally telling you, hey, he always gonna come back to me, but he goes to fuck the newest, baddest chick. He always does that. Why did you feel special? But y'all ain't that dumb. There was some upside in being in that relationship with that person because that person is also famous. But y'all decided to have a kid. And now all these clout babies are being born. And once the baby's born, what are y'all gonna do? So I'm watching this shit and I'm watching two people who really don't know each other have to learn how to deal with each other and tolerate each other when there's a child involved that depends on both of them. Just keep watching.
Shut the fuck up.
I gotta record you for my sake.
Yeah,
You
go
ain't
ahead.
finna
It's
do
the
me
first
that.
thing.
You ain't finna burn the
Fuck
black
that
man
shit.
down.
It's
Get
the
your
first-
phone. Come here, close it first. You think?
Baby, the first time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like this.
No. Go with your move, crazy girl.
Now, let me stop it again. As I said, if you want a whole video uninterrupted, type in DJ Akademiks, find my commentary channel. You could watch the whole thing uninterrupted. This is my stream. I'm going to break it down even further. This was a very good move by Dababy.